All right, so I'll be looking at the exit ticket for today. This is from lesson 28A. And let's see if we can start to figure this out. So it says Alyssa is twice as old as Brittany, and Jasmine is 15 years older than Alyssa. If Jasmine's 35 years old, how old is Brittany? So we got to see what we can do here. So I gave you a lot of hint questions. So first, how can we show that Alyssa is twice as old as Brittany? Well, I can do this. I can take a tape diagram, and I know if I split it in half, if I double Brittany's age, I will get Alyssa. So far that's what I know. Double Brittany, you'll get Alyssa. Let's see what else. We know Jasmine is 15 years older than Alyssa. Oh, so it means if I take Alyssa's amount here, and this is Alyssa, right? The whole thing. If you're 15 years older, that would mean there was an extra 15 hanging off the edge here. So this is still Alyssa. If you do 15 years older, you will get Jasmine's age. Now it says in the problem, if Jasmine is 35 years old. Oh, so that means this J right here, I can change that to a 35. So right here, if you didn't have this picture on your page, try to get it on your page. And now that you have it, now go try to solve it on your own, or check and see if some of your solving makes sense. And then when you're done, come back and see how you did. Okay, so first of all, I have A plus 15. I can see A is being added to 15. I'm going to use a capital here, kind of just to be different. You shouldn't probably use those, but I just kind of want to be different here. So how could I solve this? My goal is to get A all alone. And so how would I do that? I would need to subtract 15 from this side of the equation. But my balance scale tells me if I do that to one side, I have to do this to the other. So when I do 35 minus 15, I would end up with 20. So that tells me Alyssa must be 20 years old, right? But we were also told that Alyssa is twice as old as Brittany. So it means this A right here is equal to 20. That means two B's, right? B plus B, two B's equals 20. Well, this is a pretty easy solve here. All I got to do is I got to think, how do I make this B all by itself? Remember, this means 2 times B. So if I divide by 2, that will get me to where I want to be, which is just B. See what I did there? Divide by 2, divide by 2. What happens? Well, 2B divided by 2, that's just B. And 20 divided by 2, that is 10. So I can say Alyssa is 20 years old and Brittany is 10 years old. So now that we've looked through that, you can go to the very last page of your X ticket correction, and here's what I'd like you to do. I'd like you to go there. I'd like you to start by saying what's one thing you did well from your exit ticket, and write a sentence, give an example, and then also what's one thing you corrected, what's one thing you changed, okay? At the very end, you're going to select just one goal. So you're going to say, okay, a goal I have is maybe to spend more time thinking about and solving the equations that I write. So maybe I would say, like, I'm going to do this because my tape diagrams are good, but I made some silly mistakes when solving. So that's what you're working on here. You're going back, looking at your corrections, and then you're really, really adding a lot of detail to this correction. And I'll want to see your correction by the end of the class period today.